Hello everyone, coming to you from San Diego with the latest Legend House quarterback breakdown. I'm your host, Jack Liebesman. As the former lead trainer for legendary throwing guru Tom House, I spent 8 years with Tom developing quarterbacks and pitchers from over a dozen NFL and MLB teams. Tom developed the biomechanics of numerous Hall of Famers, including Tom Brady and Drew Brees. Now, when we break down a quarterback's biomechanics, Drew Brees is who we compare everyone to. Drew has the highest mechanical efficiency scores at 96% and also happens to be the most accurate quarterback of all time. Today we will break down the biomechanics of Jayden Daniels, 2023 Heisman Trophy winner and the number 2 pick in the past draft by the Washington Commanders. So far he's had a relatively good rookie season. He has not been perfect, but has been effective enough to have his team in playoff contention. No other quarterback in the class comes close to Daniels as a rushing threat and athlete. He has elite athleticism, an excellent burst, agility, speed, and very good deep ball accuracy. He is known for above average pocket toughness, his ability to process within the pocket, and shows flashes of creativity as a thrower outside the pocket. He is a phenomenal deep thrower in rhythm. But some say that his arm velocity is average and he can sometimes struggle driving the ball into tight windows. At 6'4", he has NFL height, however at 210 some are concerned about his durability, particularly with how much running he does. So let's take a look at a few of his throws and see how pure his biomechanics are, and if he has any bad habits. In this video, Jayden shows solid mechanics. His base is good, he is not too wide or too narrow, and has good balance and posture. He has a quick stride and a short arm path. His eyes are level and his head is over his center of gravity. You will also notice that he is opposite and equal when his front foot hits the ground. Being opposite and equal means that both arms, from bicep to forearm, have the same angles. Being opposite and equal helps keep him balanced. And he has a firm front side, which means that his front arm is within the width of his body. In this throw, however, Jayden strays from optimal mechanics. He is not opposite and equal, has a long stride, and pushes the ball back. Dropping the ball low or pushing it back disrupts his kinematic sequencing, giving him a longer release time, and also puts the ball at greater risk of being knocked out by a defender. And as you will notice, his body is going forward while the ball is going backward. That is what Tom House liked to call running from the ball. Pushing the ball back disrupts his sequencing, causing him to open his shoulders early and then spin off from his target. So instead of tracking and having flexion towards his target, he spins through and his back foot comes up. In this video, Jayden also has what we call a passive front side. It is passive because he keeps his front arm too close to his body, which causes an imbalance. This shifts his weight towards the back of his body and changes his axis of rotation. Your front arm, which is about 3.5% of your body weight, will also increase velocity when used properly. Jayden has some issues that hurt his biomechanical efficiency. However, he is so athletic and quick that he gets away with a lot that others might not. And as I've said in the past, imperfect biomechanics do not always cause bad throws. But it is no coincidence that the throwers with the purest mechanics, such as Drew Brees and Tom Brady, happen to be among the most accurate and successful quarterbacks of all time. Regardless of the throw, unless it is off platform, the best quarterbacks have very little variation in how they throw. Jayden has significant variations on some of his throws, which disrupt his timing and sequencing. These variations tend to pull him off balance, lengthen his arm path, and affect his axis of rotation. They cause him to prematurely rotate his shoulders and spin off from his target. If I had the opportunity to work with him, I would put him through a series of drills to work on making his separation opposite and equal on all throws, while keeping his eyes level and his head over his center of gravity. I would put him through drills that would quicken his foot strike and shorten his arm path on all throws. I would teach him to improve the use of his torso by having him rely more on hip and shoulder separation to generate power. These drills would improve his balance, quicken his weight transfer, and would translate more energy up the kinetic chain. And many of these drills would deal with patterning his nervous system for speed and training his muscular system for strength. They would add significant velocity while improving his accuracy. But equally important to reinforcing proper mechanics is enhancing his functional strength and durability and minimizing the disparity between his accelerators and decelerators. And like every athlete I work with, I focus on the bigger picture: accelerating recovery, improving performance under pressure, managing stress and anxiety, and building a resilient, adaptable body. It's not just about excelling in the next game, it's about creating the foundation for a long, successful career. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Legend House's Quarterback Breakdown. Jayden, if you're listening and would like to talk, please feel free to reach out to me directly at jack@legendhousesports.com. If you're a quarterback or pitcher dedicated to taking your game to the highest possible level, feel free to send me video for review. No matter where you're located, I can refine your biomechanics, improve your arm conditioning, and help you overcome injury. If you're an NFL coach or in the front office, feel free to reach out if you would like me to work with any of your quarterbacks, or if you would like me to conduct a pre-draft evaluation of your quarterback prospects. I hope you enjoyed today's quarterback breakdown, and I hope you stay tuned for more on how to train like a legend.